Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well, and in this video I'm going to be talking about a key update regarding Christian Horner as well as a new Aston Martin statement following a difficult start to 2026. So let's start with Aston Martin, and one of the key issues for them this year is vibrations. This has been causing damage to the batteries and causing driver discomfort, and this was most visible in China, with Fernando Alonso having to take his hands off the steering wheel as the AMR26 suffered from vibrations. And according to Racing News 365, the FIA are understood to have looked into the problem. However, Aston Martin Chief Trackside Officer Mike Crack has delivered a firm response that the team did not require FIA intervention over the vibrations, which team principal Adrian Newey claimed in Australia could cause nerve damage to both Fernando Alonso and his teammate Lance Stroll. When questioned about the FIA monitoring the vibration situation, Crack said, as quoted by Racing News 365, "No, there's nothing more to add, to be honest. We want to fix these issues in the first place, and we don't have to have anyone asking us to do it. After China, there was a review, but we also had one where Lance stopped, so you have to review from a technical point of view, but also operationally, how did we handle this situation? I think it's a good governance in each team, that you do your housekeeping work, and we did that, and I hope the countermeasures really work." Now, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss my Formula 1 content. I've just hit 47,000 subscribers and your support means so much to me. Thank you so much for it. Now, going back to Aston Martin, while it's quite clear that the car needs improving, as does the Honda engine. I mean, it's quite clear that the Honda engine is down on power and suffers from reliability issues. And while during this unplanned April break, Honda has stated that it's working around the clock to find fixes for its 2026 start. Basically, in a social media clip, Honda's trackside general manager and chief engineer Shintaro Orihara said, as quoted by Crash.net, "As you know, the Bahrain Grand Prix and Saudi Arabian Grand Prix were postponed, but that doesn't mean that the work has stopped. After the Japanese Grand Prix, Aston Martin Formula 1 team members and Honda Racing Corporation have been working together at HRC Research and Development Center in Sakura, about 3 hours from Tokyo. We've been working against the clock to enhance our countermeasures, and the work will keep continuing as we approach the next F1 race in Miami. We know that things will take time, but we will keep working hard together." But let's move on to Christian Horner, and as we know, following the British Grand Prix in July 2025, he was sacked as the team boss and chief executive of Red Bull Racing. However, Horner has been heavily linked with a return back to Formula 1, especially with Alpine, and in January, Alpine confirmed that Horner is part of a group of investors who've shown an interest in investing in the Formula 1 squad. And while there has been an interesting update at Alpine, as we know, Renault is a majority shareholder in Alpine, and Planet F1 say that Renault's chief financial officer Duncan Minto has left the board of Alpine's F1 team and been replaced by Guillaume Rosso, and Rosso is Renault's global head of mergers and acquisitions and officially took on the additional role on April 7th. And his arrival comes as private investment firm Otro Capital explores options around its 24% share in Alpine. Basically, Alpine confirmed in January that it's no secret that Otro Capital has held preliminary talks to sell its stake in the team, and this share is something Christian Horner has been linked with. However, Planet F1 say that Renault Group remains the controlling shareholder and is understood to retain approval rights over any potential sale of minority equity, and that given Rosso's background, his appointment could be seen as reinforcing the group's governance and capital markets expertise, and comes at a time when the structure of its minority investment base is under increased scrutiny. Not a sporting appointment, his presence strengthens Renault Group's corporate and transactional oversight within the Alpine F1 team. Rosso's arrival can therefore be viewed as more than a routine board change, and instead as a move that ensures Renault retains firm control over Alpine's governance at a pivotal moment for its ownership structure. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with Horner following this. But that's going to be the video from me. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care.